Hello, this is Eric Miskell with EMS Now. I'm on the show floor at IPC Apex 2025 in the Creative Electron booth. Give a shout out to them real quick. It's my pleasure. I get to talk with Roberto Gatti, the CEO of Delvitech. Delvitech is this is your first time in North America. We'll get to that. But do a quick overview of Delvitech and also your history in the industry.
Yeah, why not? So,
Yeah.
Delvitech has been founded by me, 2018 in Switzerland. It comes from my history. My background is electronic engineer, and I work in this industry since more or less 35 years.
Okay.
So I know pretty well this market around. I worked a lot on optical inspection system together with other different companies. I represented for several years the company Orbotech from Israel. I worked with them for several years. Quite interesting and very good company.
Yeah.
And in 2016, more or less, I spent 6 months here in Virginia, in the United States, 2016 and also 2017, trying to understand which type of AOI could be interesting for the market. So I spent a few months, especially in 2017, at the Virginia Tech University, talking at the research and center of the Virginia Tech University, explaining which type of machine I wanted to produce. And then we ended up with the idea of Delvitech that, to be honest, had to be created in the United States. But during the last weeks before the creation, I have been convinced to have the company in Switzerland, and I founded the company in Switzerland.
Okay.
This is the quick history. Delvitech, as you know, it's a very particular company.
Yeah.
And what we created is a technology platform. It's not a machine. So what we decided after I spent several months here in America is that the concept of machine, it's an old, obsolete concept. So we went to the technology platform. Technology platform is really a perfect combination in between a very high-end computational hardware and a very high-end AI native software. So basically, the combination of these two objects has created an agnostic technological platform that can be used in the electronic market, for example, where we are right now, for the SMT production. It will be used in the microelectronic production. It will be used in the chiplet production. But the same technology platform can be used later on in the food industry, in the pharma industry, or in the mechanical industry without any problem. This is just a very perfect combination in between hardware and software.
Yeah. And let me ask, I was at your booth looking at the particular piece of equipment we'll speak about in a moment. But what I learned was that all of the components, the major components in there, are proprietary. These aren't off the shelf. You're not buying them like many people do, right? So you have patents on many of the elements inside. Speak to that and why that's so important.
This is totally correct. It's very important because the first thing you get to know when you use artificial intelligence is that you need a huge amount of data. Our competitors are pretty fast. And if we wanted to compete with them, we need to be very fast. Okay? Our machine, every time we acquire data in a window of 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters, we acquire more or less 15, 18 gigabytes of information. Everything that is off the shelf cannot guarantee the management of this amount of data. So basically, when we created the platform, we have created the cameras designed by Delvitech, and the intellectual properties are belonging to Delvitech. The projectors, the LED lights, everything that is surrounding the optical head, including the most important boards that are used to synchronize everything and to transfer data, are all proprietary and are all belonging to Delvitech. The heads are patented. The intellectual properties of the software, it's all belonging to Delvitech. Even the neural network are belonging to Delvitech and are not belonging to the market. So this is our strength, owning the complete technology. We can be very fast in changing, we can be very fast in solving problems, we can be very fast in progressing, and we can be very fast in creating new technologies every day.
Okay. No, that's excellent. That's good to know because I think that's a real differentiator as well.
Yes, this is the biggest differentiator from everybody else. In fact, I laugh when somebody is asking me, but the Horus machine you are presenting here at the Apex show, is it capable to do SPI? Is it capable to do AI? They say this is an obsolete term. The standard 3D machine, you needed to specify if they do SPI, if they do AI, if they do pre-reflow. Our machine basically is capable to do everything: SPI, pre-reflow, post-reflow, mechanical objects, plastic objects, glue, transparent glue, whatever you wanted to inspect on a board can be inspected by Horus. So this is another innovation, very particular innovation. A customer who has multiple lines and who has needs to get the machines in the post-paste or in the post-reflow, going to our competitors will be compelled to select different machines for every area. Coming to Delvitech, they will simply buy multiple units of the same machine because the same machine can be programmed to do everything. So this brings a lot of advantages for the customers. Let's say only one hardware to be maintained, so people get to know one hardware and all the machines are the same. Only one software, so people get to know one software and all the machines have the same software. And once you build a line and you have one machine in paste, two machines inside the pre-reflow, and one machine inside the post-reflow, and suddenly, for a market reason, you needed to change the line and to move some of these machines to another line, you don't care. You simply use the machine that was in the pre-reflow and you put them in the post-paste, or you put them in the post-reflow. Everything is very, very easy. It's a new concept.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting, and what makes me think of is there's still a lot of work that's done post reflow, right? A lot of through hole, a lot of pin through hole, all of those things, and it's the inspection of that becomes challenging sometimes too. Could this be adapted in that environment?
Absolutely.
I think, but there's some of those are really large components on there, right? So there might be some. Or is that just an adjustment within the machine?
It's just an
platform.
adjustment.
Sorry,
it's just an adjustment.
I won't call it a machine after
Not
what
machine,
you said. Yeah,
platform. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Let's say that we have no limitation. So if the component is big, if the component has pins inside that you want to inspect, if you wanted to see the glue surrounding a component, if you want to see something else that is not clearly an electronic component, we have a fantastic object that is called the training manager. This training manager software gives the possibility to the end user to train the neural network. Everybody in this world is talking about AI, AI. On every booth you see AI. But who is really capable to train a neural network? Who is really capable to get a neural network in the machines? I think not so many, or perhaps nobody. Okay? So you have an Horus, you wanted to inspect the board. On this board you have particular components. These components are not available in our library. Totally new components, difficult component. No problem. You get the training manager, you train the component, and you will inspect it in a perfect way. Very easy.
Fantastic. Now you keep talking with the Horus, and I want to talk about that. But to be clear, too, the Horus is the new platform that you're just launched. But prior to that, you had other equipment in the market. You had the AOI, right? You had that. And but the Horus is the advancement, which is, like you say, it's a platform that has a combination, the capabilities to do many. And that's what you're showing here at Apex.
Yes.
And Apex, this is your first venture into the North American market as well.
Correct. This is our first exhibition here in America. We start now. We do the kickoff to our organization in America. We have already some customers very interested where we will put our machines. And right now we have two machines available. One is the Horus, and the other one is the Atom. Why they are different? The Atom is a machine that is perfect when you get very tall components, very heavy boards, and you do not use it for post-paste because the head is fixed, but the board is moving. The Horus is using the same technology, is using the same software, but it has the head that is moving and the board that is fixed. So basically, you can use the Horus everywhere. For this reason, we think that here in America, the Horus will have a lot of success because it's so flexible and very, I would say, perfect for a lot of different US customers.
Yeah. And in the U.S., there's a lot of high mix, lower volume type manufacturing, right? Is this particularly suited for that, or does the mix volume not matter?
The mix is perfect
Okay.
because using AI to train the machine
Yep.
and to create program makes the machine very easy to be
Yeah.
programmed. But vice versa,
Yeah.
if you have a very high volume, AI gives you a lot of other benefits. So let's say that the real solution is in the concept of artificial intelligence, in the concept of neural network. There you get all the advantages that you might need.
So you're expanding geographically. I know, like you said, even though you wanted to start here, you went to Switzerland. I think India's on the
Yes, sir.
itinerary, so which is an exciting market that's developing
Yes, sir.
too. And then obviously here in North America as well. So that just shows that the product is being accepted. You're hearing from customers, and it gives you confidence to move forward.
Yes, absolutely. Right now we have our main office in Switzerland. We have this office that we just opened here in America, close to Dallas. We have an important office in Bangalore where we have more than 25 people right now. And we have a new office that has been launched and that will be introduced to the market in April in Germany, in the area of Nuremberg. So basically we start spreading all around. We are a global company. We can offer support to global company and we can offer sales to global company.
That's excellent. And I was excited to learn that your Dallas location is in the town I live in, outside Dallas. So
I didn't know. This
I
is very
didn't
good.
know. I found that out today. That's
This is
exciting.
this is very good.
So I'm going to go by and visit and actually see the machines and give them a visit there. And listen, I'm very impressed by your company. I'm excited to watch your evolve and how the market picks up. And I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Roberto.
And I hope to see you in our office